Hey there friends, and welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. In today's video, we're going to be doing our cash unstuffing as well as budgeting for our upcoming paycheck. So, as always, grab your favorite drink or snack, cozy up, and let's get to budgeting. Well, hello there friends, and welcome back again. Today we're here with another cash unstuffing as well as budget with me. And we have a good amount of money that's going to be coming out of our envelopes, but only a couple envelopes. The main thing is that we paid our July premium for health insurance, and that's a big chunk. It's almost $500. So that's where most of the money is going to be coming from. So not too much of an unstuffing as far as like different envelopes, but a good amount of money. So let's go ahead and get started, and we will start with my wallet. I just noticed while I was sitting here that this is getting worn here on the edges. It's getting cracked, which I'm so sad about because I love this wallet. It is so cute. I'm a big lover of Kate Spade. My mother-in-law always gifts me Kate Spade items, and I just love them. So I'm sad this is starting to looking a little bit worn. But anyway, so let's see what we have in here. Here's my dividers. I do have a little bit of change, so let's go ahead and take that out too. Not a whole lot. That's it. I didn't use my cash too much this week. Mostly was at home. So, all right. Before we get too far into the video, if you guys are here watching, leave me like the nail painting emoji in the comments. I did put on some new press-ons. I've worn these ones before. I had bought several sets of them because they were at the Dollar Tree, and they were actually the Kiss brand that I like. So yeah, leave me the nail painting emoji in the comments if you guys are watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. There's lots of new people around here, so thank you guys for being here. Hope you'll stick around a while. All right, let's grab the cash tray. And coming out of my wallet, we spent groceries. There wasn't much, or no, we didn't even put money in groceries. I used my my food stamps that we get, and we get $23 a month. And that was, if you guys are new, in February, my husband unexpectedly lost his job that he'd been at for 7 years. And when we went to apply for benefits for like insurance and food, we were told that we didn't qualify, even though I only work like very part-time. And so he was the main breadwinner, and still we didn't qualify. So in the state of New Mexico, I guess if you apply for benefits and you don't actually qualify, they give you $23 a month of food assistance. So we've kind of just been letting that roll over, and we spent that this week for our groceries. It was about $62. All right. We are pulling out $20 from my dining out envelope, and then my fun money I did not spend, so that's going to get rolled over, and then buffer we spent. So that's all that's coming out of our wallet, and I'll put this to the side for now. And then as far as the big amount that we're unstuffing, that's going to come out of our high priority binder, which is going to come from health. And we're going to empty that. And that's going to be $480. So we'll go ahead and count this. We have 100, 152, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 480. So let's get this set up really quickly. It is super windy outside right now. We actually just got a weather alert for a dust storm. Like they send it out like an Amber Alert, like everybody's phones start going off. So it is super windy. Hopefully it's not picking up on my mic, but we'll see. All right, that is it for my high priority binder. And then the only other thing we're going to be unstuffing is from my dog's envelope. One of my baby girl Luna's meds was shipped, so we're gonna empty that. So it was $50, which is why I pulled, it was actually like $55. That's just why I pulled the 20 from dining out, because we didn't actually spend that this week, but there wasn't enough in her envelope for her meds. I only had 40 in there, so that's what we're pulling, and we pulled the rest from dining out. So All right, so that is all that we're gonna be unstuffing today. So let's go ahead and give this a quick count. I should have, I think 540. Let me see, I might have, yeah, I should have 540. Let's go ahead and count this up. So we have 100 and another 100. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 320, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Okay, so that's correct. 540 is what we are unstuffing. So that's it for the unstuffing portion of today's video, and we're going to transfer into the budget with me section of the video. But before I do that, I wanted to share something with you guys really quickly. I know that I've talked about this on my channel, but all of my Etsy shop challenges that I have, they're linked in the description, but all of those were made by my husband, and he like either hand draws those things and scans them into the computer, or he designs them digitally. Like, he does all of that. So he's been really into digital artwork lately, like kind of Studio Ghibli themed. And you can do this on like AI, like on ChatGPT. You can say like upload a photo and it'll generate an animated version basically. Well, he's been kind of using that as a guideline and then going through and making lots of adjustments. And so he's been getting very into that lately. And so he's done a lot of pictures of me and my dogs. And he made one the other day that I absolutely loved so much. And I was having an especially difficult day. He had made me the digital version like a few weeks ago. And I had told him like how much I loved it. It was so cute. And I put it on my Instagram. And I was having a really bad day the other day. And I came home and he had hand painted a version of the digital painting that he had done. So I want to share that with you guys really quickly because it is absolutely adorable and I love it so much. It's of me and my dog Melbourne. So let me move this. Okay. And I framed it, and he made it a size where I could get a frame for it. I just absolutely love it. It's beautiful. So here it is. And I know there's a bit of a glare because of my, I have like a fluorescent light in my ceiling. So it's kind of reflecting, hopefully that you guys can see this. But so that's me and my pup Melbourne, and that looks so much like him. If I can find the original photo that he pulled this from and like used as his inspo, then I'll try and put it on the screen here. But I just absolutely love it, and I had to share it with you guys because I just want everyone to appreciate like how much work he has put into all the stuff on my Etsy shop. Like, I've given him the ideas, but he has been the one who has really carried it out, and I could not do any of this without him, and I just appreciate all the time and effort that he puts into things. So all of the stuff that you guys see, like I said, hand drawn, hand painted. He does watercolors a lot, which is what this is. He uses watercolor paint sets and watercolor colored pencils, and a lot of that is you see in all of my challenges. They are all like watercolor-ish. If you guys look closely at them, they're all kind of, each little icon is different, like varies a little bit because of the watercolor. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. I've had a lot of friends of ours ask for him to like do pictures for them, and he just like, he spends so much time doing this, and he's something that he loves. He's like, I don't really want to do it for like work, because he's like, I enjoy doing it. So anyway, I just wanted to share. I just love it. I think it's beautiful, and I have it proudly displayed on my dresser in my room. All right, my friends, now that I have bragged enough about my husband and his awesome skills, let's get into the budget with me portion of the video. So this is for the pay date of June 27th, and the amount that we're going to be budgeting is $650. This is after we've paid the bills that we needed to pay for the week. I haven't shown you guys like actual income that we get and our bills that go out each week, because I don't cash stuff for those things. So I just basically, as soon as we get our income, pay all the bills that need to be paid. If there's any transactions from the credit card that need to be paid, I go ahead and pay those. And then we do the budget. So let me know if you guys want to see like a full budget breakdown. it's varying right now because like we're learning the ins and outs of being self-employed, and some weeks it's more and some weeks it's less, and we're also still trying to figure out taxes and saving, like 401k and like life insurance and all of those things, and it's kind of a work in progress right now. But if you guys would be interested in a video like that, then let me know. But for now, we're going to go ahead and just do our normal budget with me. And so the amount, again, like we're budgeting this week is $650. So for groceries, we're going to go ahead and put 50 in here. I already have my meal plan done. I already purchased most of my groceries that I needed with in my last grocery haul, so I should be all set. I also pulled everything out of my deep freeze and I made a spreadsheet with all of the stuff that I have in there so I can easily see what I have when I'm meal planning. A lot of times the only things I really need to get are like fresh items or maybe like a spice or a sauce or something that I want to use in a recipe. But as far as like my main staples, I have a pretty good stockpile of those items. And sometimes it just takes me pulling everything out and writing it down to figure out, to remind myself, okay, like I'm actually totally good and I do not need to go to the grocery store. But I have to say, like going to the grocery store is like an addiction. I feel like when my husband lost his job, we cut out all spending and the only shopping we did was at the grocery store. And I like to shop. Like I like to thrift shop. I like to get good deals. So for me, it felt like grocery shopping was like a workaround of like the no spend on shopping because it's like food. It's like that stuff that we need. But we have so much food and we're just two people. So really trying to work through that. I've seen some people on TikTok recently who are like, day 54 of not going to the grocery store. And that's really been inspiring me. So anyway, so for groceries, we're going to just do 50 this week. Dining out, I'm going to put 30. My fun money is going to get its normal 10, miscellaneous or buffer will get 10, and my husband's fun money will get 10. So that means we have 50, 80, 90, 100, and 110. So we're going to go ahead and write that over here. And then we're going to take our calculator. We're going to take the 650 that we started with, subtract the 110, and we have 540 left to work with. And we're going to write that over here in the margin. All right. Next, we are going to take our high priority binder. And let's open that up and see what we can do in here. We kind of have been doing some, like the same amounts in here have been working out. So we're probably going to stick with that this week, which is 20 into the emergency fund. I do have an update about this actually, and I don't know if I updated my tracker yet. I think I did. I had mentioned in one of my last couple of videos that when we were in Michigan, we got rear-ended in my brother's car and my husband was driving. My brother was not in the car. And we got rear-ended in a Sam's Club parking lot. We were stopped at a stop sign and the person behind us rear-ended us. And we're pretty sure that this person was high. But unfortunately the cops will not come out in a parking lot because if nobody's injured, yeah, they don't respond. So anyway, in Michigan, it's no fault. So whether it was your fault or not, you have to pay your deductible to get your vehicle fixed. So my brother was going to have to pay that, and obviously had nothing to do with this. He wasn't even present. So we paid the deductible. Now he wasn't sure at first if he was going to have to pay it or not. He'd let me know the other day that he did have to pay it. So we did pay him the deductible, which was $500. And so that came out of our savings. So that is now down to $2,720. So we are going to add 20 to that today, and that will bring it up to $2,740. Okay. Next is my dog's emergency fund, and let's see. They are currently at $620. We're going to add the normal 20 there as well. So that will bring it up to $640. And then health is empty, and we need to start that over again. So we're going to start that with 100. That will be all that it has. And this is for our health insurance premium mainly. We do use it for like allergy medicine or copays on prescriptions, but we don't have too many things that we have to pull from there. So that's good. Next is going to be car repairs, and that has 200 currently, and I'm going to add 20. So that'll bring it up to 220. And I'm kind of tempted, I will do this if I need to. I'm kind of tempted to pull the 200 from car repairs and put it in my emergency fund, since we pulled money from there for a car related thing, even though it wasn't our car. But we'll see. I don't need anything from my emergency fund right now. And next week when my husband gets paid, I'm planning on putting $500 back in there. So that'll give it a little boost. So I haven't decided just yet. And then lastly in here is Michigan. And if you guys are new, I am from Michigan. We live in New Mexico, but my parents and my brothers live in Michigan, and my dad is sick. He has dementia, and so we travel back and forth a lot. Usually every couple of months we fly up there to just visit and help out maybe with some things around the house that need to get done. And for the last 5 years prior to this summer, we would go up for a long trip, about 5 to 7 weeks usually. And we would drive, take our dogs. It was like a big thing, and it cost a lot of money. Currently, I have the Southwest Companion Pass, Southwest Airlines, and so my husband flies free with me. And I have a ton of miles, so we don't pay anything to fly up there. So that's what we've been doing. Because of the job loss, it's just a lot more convenient and obviously cost effective to fly up there. So we do have another trip coming up here in about 2 weeks. We are flying back up there. So that's what this envelope is for. It's not for a vacation. It's just to make sure that I get to spend enough time with my family. So this currently has 270. Let's see, let's do 30 in here today, and we'll round that out to 300. So in this envelope, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, and 190. And we did have 540 left to work with, and we're going to take away the 190. Whoops. 540 minus 190, and that leaves us with 350. So we'll write that over here. That's how much we have going forward. All right, and then our next binder is going to be our short-term binder. So let me grab that. All right, so in here we've got pups, and we're gonna go ahead and add 50 today. That will be all that it has. Household, I think we're pretty set right now. That has 50. I'm just going to add 5. That will bring it up to 55. Costco has 50. We're going to add another 50 in there. So that will bring it up to 100. Next we have beauty, and that has 70. I have a haircut in 2 weeks, and then my hair color comes out pretty soon. This week, I think I'm just going to put 10, and then next week I'll have a little bit more to work with, and we'll add a little bit more to that envelope. So that'll bring us up to 80 in there, and that is just used for haircuts and hair color. And then toiletries is what we use for our products. That has 10 in it, and we'll go ahead and add 5. That will bring it to 15. So in this binder, we have 50, 100, 110, and 120. So we'll take our 350 that we had left and subtract the 120, which leaves us with 230. Okay. All right, and we'll grab our next binder. And that is our low priority binder. Okay, so 230 is great. I always feel good when we're over 200 when we get to this part of the budget, because that means a big chunk is gonna go into my savings challenges, because I really don't put a whole lot of money into my low priority binder. So coffee, we always put 5, and this is for our supplies to make our coffee and tea and matcha. And we just do all that at home. I just did a big restock, so that's why this is pretty empty, but we're just starting over. Entertainment has 10. We'll go ahead and put 20 in there today. and that will bring us to 30. Shopping has 60, yeah. And let's go ahead and put 20 in there. That will bring us up to 80. And then gifts has 5, and let's go ahead and just put another 5 in there. That will bring it up to 10. So we have 20, 40, and 50 going into this binder, which means we have 180 left. And that all is going to go into our savings challenge binder. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we can do in there. All right, so for our savings challenge binder, these are mostly all challenges that are available in my shop. I think I only have one in here that is not from my shop. So if you guys are interested, again, my husband has done all of these and they are linked in the description to my Etsy shop. And if you go to Etsy, it's just BusyGirlBudgets shop, if you guys want to check it out. So for Soaring High, this is a $100 challenge. Each balloon is worth 20, and we're gonna go ahead and do another balloon. Whoops. The other thing that's available in my shop is this budget tracker that I'm using right now. I have a few different variations of this, one with a cash breakdown and one without, like the one that I'm using. There's also a debt payoff one. And yeah, again, those are all available for digital download in my shop. Okay, so we have Soaring High as getting 20. And then we have our Made in the 90s challenge. So this one is, each icon is worth 30. So let's do 30 in there this week. This one is a create your own amount. So I have it as each icon worth 30 for a total of 210. So that's going to bring us up to 30, 60, 90, 120, and that'll bring us up to 150 with the 30 we're going to add. Then we have our Progress Every Paycheck, which is a 6-week challenge or 6 paycheck challenge to get to $300. Obviously, if you have extra to work with, go ahead and knock this out quicker. If you can contribute $100 every week, then you can be done in 3 weeks with this, which would be awesome. But for me this week, I'm going to do the, wait a second. I skipped one here. Hold on. All right, just a second. These were stuck together. Backtrack. Okay, so we skipped the boot scooting challenge, but we did want to put 30 into Made in the 90s, which is going to bring us up to 150. The boot scooting challenge, we're going to go ahead and start with just 5. Each icon is worth 5, so we're going to do that. It would be 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Okay, cool. Then we've got the Progress Every Paycheck challenge, which is going to be 25 that we're going to put in there today. And that will put us at our first 100 because this one was 75. And then let's see, what do we have left? Because the last challenge we have to stuff is our September challenge. And I think we're going to be able to do 2 of these, but let's go ahead and see. So we have 180 left right now. So let's see. We're going to do 20 in Soaring High, 5 in Boot Scootin', 30 in Made in the 90s, and 25 in Progress Every Paycheck. That leaves 100. So actually we have a little bit extra. So let's do the first 2 in September, which are both 40. So that means we're going to put 80 in here. And that'll be the start of that challenge. So that'll be all that it has. And if we subtract 80, then we still have $20 left. So let's see. Let's do another 20 in Soaring High. So that will mean we're actually going to put 40 in here. So let's erase that. Okay. All right. So 40 going into Soaring High means that it will actually have 60. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and count up our numbers in black one more time. We're going to make sure that they all equal the 650 that we had to start with. So we have 110 going into our wallet, 190 into our high priority binder, 120 into short term, 50 into low priority, and 180 into our savings challenges for a total of $650. All right, my friends, that brings us to the end of today's cash unstuffing and budget with me video. If you guys made it to the end and you haven't already done so, please give this video a thumbs up, leave me a nail painting emoji in the comments, and give my husband a little love in the comments as well, and let him know what you thought of that beautiful painting that he did of me and my doggy. And if you're so inclined, check out my shop and see what other goodies he has in there. All of these are available as digital downloads as well if you prefer to do that. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here, and that's all I have for you today, and we will catch you guys in our next video. Bye.